Welcome to Monday. Hey, how's everyone doing? I've heard that you guys have been incredibly bored at home. So, me, Miss Wong, and Miss May have all come together, and don't you worry, we put together some work for you guys to do. So, welcome to April 27th, 2020. We are doing eye corrections this week. Okay, so of course, you should be watching me on this slide, hopefully, and learning what we're going to be working on this week. So, what do you need to know? Well, you're going to be learning how lenses are used to correct nearsightedness and farsightedness, and we're going to figure out like what those things mean. What do you need to understand and kind of take away from all this? Well, you're going to be able to label a diagram of an eye to show when people are nearsighted or farsighted. So, what does the eye actually look like to cause those issues in your vision? Next, you're going to describe which lenses are going to be used to correct that vision. And then finally, using ray diagrams, you're going to be able to show that path of corrected light and how you can draw those ray diagrams. Okay, we're still working on that tiered system, so don't forget that we have our level 1, which is our activity that we require all grade 8s to be doing, and our level 2, which is if you have time, you can check these things out. We made it a little bit of an easier week for you guys, so hopefully you'll have a good time. All right, so learning. How are you going to figure out what these are? Here we have our 3 eyes. A normal eye, what a normal eye looks like, and how the light should pass through it and be focused as a result of the lens in our eye that we learned about last week. We have our nearsighted eye, which you should notice is a little bit longer than our regular eye, and the focal point has been shifted to in front of it. And then our farsighted eye looks a little squished in, and therefore the light is not going to focus properly on the retina. You have your Google Slides here where you can access those, and they're going to kind of give you a little bit of information about this. Go through those slides, figure out kind of what they're doing. Those should be on our Google site. So just click that link, and it'll direct you straight to the slides to learn the stuff. We have a Brain Pop video that gives you a pretty good explanation of how this all works, so make sure you're logging in. I believe that the fixes, the site has been fixed, so you should be able to log in using the ID, Vernon Barford, password online. Double check that, try it out. If it doesn't work out, maybe we'll have to try to set something up. I know they were having issues last week, so let us know, and we'll try to get on it if something doesn't work out. As well, you have in the textbook, page 210, I Spy, there's a little reference section, so you're going to use that if you need any additional resources. And of course, guys, Google, you got computers in front of you, use them. All right, so level 1, what are we doing this week? You have an option. You have an A and a B. You do not have to do both of these, so let me be very, very clear. Either choose the one on the left or choose the one on the right. So what are the options? Well, the first one is you're going to draw those 3 pictures of the eye. Very similar to these 3 eyes, right? You're going to draw a nearsighted eye, you're going to draw a normal eye, and you're going to draw a farsighted eye. Now, on each of those eyes, you need to make sure you label the retina, the iris, the lens, optic nerve, cornea, and pupil, similar to as how you've done it last week. And then in front of the eye, of the near and the farsighted eye, you're going to draw the type of lens that is going to correct that type of vision. So in the notes, you will find the lens that will correct that. As well, you want to draw the shape and the path that the light is going to take to focus onto the retina, and how does it get shifted as a result of those lenses. So that's option 1, so it's kind of a drawing creative activity. And option 2 is going to be to just focus straight on the facts. There is a worksheet that you can complete and fill in the table, and then you're also going to need to print and draw the eyeball just to create it on paper if you don't have a printer. So I'll show you what that assignment looks like. It's right here. Near and farsighted worksheet. You have a couple questions here about the eye. What is a nearsighted eye versus a farsighted eye? And then you have all of the table, long or short eyeball, nearsighted, farsighted. You have a bunch of things you need to fill in. And that's what you're going to be submitting. And I believe you will need to draw an eye as well. Okay. So that's your activity. That is your required activity. Now, what is the optional activity? These are actually pretty cool, couple cool videos. The first one is how do we correct vision? They're on LASIK eye surgery. So the first video is kind of an overview of how LASIK eye surgery works. And then the one on the right-hand side is going to be a actual video of telling you like how people are like someone who's experienced it. And then on the second slide, we have a couple videos about night vision and thermal vision, so we can see how we can view these other parts of the spectrum, or how we can enhance our vision. So that's everything that we need. There's level 1, and one level 2, and that's all we got. So apply. Make sure you hand in your cartoon drawing of near, normal, and far-sighted eyes. There will be a Google Forms quiz that we're going to have released on Thursday. Again, we have our parking lot questions in case you have any questions. Make sure you access that parking lot form. We're going to have our office hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And of course, email, use Google Classroom, whatever other options you need to ask us questions. Keep in mind, guys, we are going to be releasing interims. So you need to be completing your work, submitting it, because we're going to be looking at that and sending that out to your parents and making sure that there's a little bit of accountability. So if you can do the assignments, you should be doing them. All right, have a good day, and I will see you next week.